We live in a time now where every organisation has to deliver critical services to its customers. However, they can't do that alone, and typically most organisations will use a large range of vendors and suppliers to support them in the delivery of those services. One of the challenges that they have is that those suppliers also have a network of interconnected third parties and additional suppliers. So an organisation, they may operate in a small town, suddenly has a connection with a business that operates in the US. That's often unclear for most companies at the point of contracting. Our supply chains are getting larger and larger, so we have critical dependencies on organisations that we either have limited assurance over or don't have any understanding of at any point in time. And what that means is that for our services that we're delivering to our customers, a dependency that is unknown could lead to a major outage, service disruption, and you have little or no ability to impact or influence its recovery. In addition, we tend to see that organisations tend to look at the supply chain from a perspective of a physical company, but more and more companies are using out-of-the-box software. The software components are also reliant upon third-party software components, which themselves also have vulnerabilities. So the complexity of the supply chain problem starts to manifest itself in different ways. There's your direct suppliers and the suppliers of your suppliers, but there's also the software that you use and the underlying software components that's being used as part of that. And we've also seen in recent times that issues such as Log4j have caused major disruption globally from what seemed like something that was relatively minor. So we think it's all about being practical and facing into the challenges that you have in front of you. And more often than not, those challenges are dealt with by looking at actually what is your map of third parties that you're using. So getting understanding of where your footprint is, who you're using, what dependencies they have on critical services that you deliver to customers. That's point number one. Think about the failure points in using those third parties. So what are the plausible things that could happen by using those third parties? Is it a data breach? Is it a service unavailability type issue? Or is it ransomware? Model those out to identify where key areas of risk might be. And then the third thing is you can't tackle everything. So the reality is you've got to prioritise what's most important to you and your business, and also the amount of funding resources you've got available to you at a point in time. So taking a risk-based approach to try and address the gaps that you've got in front of you is probably the third and most important thing.